Two red squirrels burst around a tree, and for a second, the whole yard looks like a game.
But squirrel chasing is not always play, even when it looks funny from the porch.
Sometimes it is play. Sometimes it is pressure. Sometimes it is a message. The secret is not just that they run, it is how they run. The first clue is simple. Watch whether they take turns. In a playful chase, one red squirrel may run, then suddenly become the chaser. The rhythm often feels bouncy, loose, and a little ridiculous. They may pause, stare, twitch, and then restart, as if the game remembered itself.
Not every chase is serious. Young squirrels especially can be wonderfully chaotic.
Look for loose bodies, quick stops, and both squirrels staying near the fun.
But here is where the same scene can change completely. If one squirrel always chases and the other always escapes, notice that. That second squirrel may not be playing. It may be trying to keep space. In squirrel life, a chase can be a way of saying, "Not here, not now."
A favorite tree, feeder area, or fence route can become worth defending.
The chase may start near food, but it is often about distance as much as dinner.
A pressured squirrel often moves in sharper lines, with fewer playful pauses.
The chaser keeps pushing, even when the other squirrel does not turn back.
This is why the escape route matters more than the chase itself. If the same squirrel keeps leaving, the chase may be pressure, not play. Then there is the chase that can look even more confusing: mating season. At certain times of year, several males may follow one female through the yard.
It may look like a wild game, but the pattern is different.
The eastern gray squirrel in front may choose branches, fences, and sharp turns carefully. This is not a cartoon romance. It is wild animal behavior with rules of its own. The clue is season, repetition, and a group following one moving path. From your window, it may only look like a blur of tails and tree bark.
But if you watch the front squirrel, the story becomes easier to read.
Often, the whole chase lifts upward, into branches where squirrels know the exits.
So a group chase is not automatically play. The season may be speaking. Now for the sweetest possibility. Sometimes a chase is practice.
A squirrel's yard is not just open space. It is a map of safe paths. Watch for the same loop: tree, fence, branch, ground, and back again. Young squirrels may rehearse these routes like tiny athletes with tails. The chase adds speed, surprise, and a reason to remember the path.
The audio features a deep, warm, and calm male voice providing narration in a documentary style. Open grass can feel exposed, especially when trees and fences are nearby.
That is why a squirrel may dash along the edge instead of crossing the middle. The tree is not just a tree. It is a staircase, lookout, and emergency door. When two red squirrels repeat the same circle, they may be testing that little map.
But the path is only half the story. The tail can tell you more.
A quick tail flick can mean alertness, irritation, or nervous energy.
One tail flick does not explain everything, but it asks you to keep watching.
If the tail flicks and the chase stays one-sided, the mood may be tense. If both squirrels pause loosely and restart, it may still be play. Sometimes the most important moment is not the running. It is the sudden stop. A door, a dog bark, or a shadow overhead can change the whole chase. Even your back door can become part of their daily mental map. A small wild animal does not need human friendship to recognize a routine. If your routine is calm, squirrels may keep using their routes while you are near. Now the biggest idea. Your yard may be a tiny social neighborhood.
A chase can mark where one squirrel is comfortable and another is not welcome.
The line may be invisible to you, but very clear to them. Notice where the chase begins. That place may matter. Then notice where it ends. The ending can be the answer. If the chase ends at a favorite tree, that tree may be the safe room. If it ends at the fence may be the squirrel highway. If it ends in the hedge, that shadowy edge may be a trusted doorway.
And still, not every serious-looking chase is a terrible sign. Squirrels are wild neighbors with energy, caution, competition, and routine.
Tomorrow, if you see a chase, try this simple backyard test. First, ask, are they taking turns, or is one always behind?
Second, watch the route. Circle, straight escape, fence, branch, or hedge.
Third, notice the pause after the chase. The pause often explains the mood.
Fourth, look at the tail, but do not treat one flick like a whole sentence.
Finally, ask what changed. A door, a sound, a shadow, or another squirrel. If they switch roles, pause loosely, and stay near the tree, it may be play. If one keeps escaping toward cover, the chase may be pressure. If several follow one path in season, you may be seeing a mating chase. If the same loop repeats again and again, they may be practicing the map. The kindest thing is not to interrupt the chase unless an animal is truly in danger. Most backyard chases are part of squirrel life, not a request for human help. You can help more by keeping the yard predictable, calm, and easy to escape from. A little cover, a familiar tree, and a quiet edge can matter more than you think. Your yard is not just a yard. To them, it is a little world of roots and signals. You may become part of the familiar rhythm, simply by being calm and consistent. Sometimes the sweetest sign of trust is not coming closer. It is choosing not to run.
So the next time two squirrels race around a tree, watch for the story inside it.
Taking turns, one-sided pressure, season, route, and boundary can all leave clues. Your backyard may already be full of tiny negotiations you never noticed before.